complete your homework?
Yeah, and now we've got this step assessment coming up, so I'm just revising my books and getting ready for the reading assessment.
All right.
Yeah. What's your favorite subject then?
Math, English, social studies. I'm on step 15 in math.
Okay.
Spin the big wheel. I have to make a game show with a money plan, a spinner, things like that.
The logbook is pretty much your success to learning. You write all your goals in it, the steps you're on, your schedule, which is really important. The tasks you have to do, you check them off. You write a reflection about your week.
So, I need 2 volunteers to go get the rest of the laptop. Theo and Michael, laptop 1 through 8. Get your logbooks out. Week 10.
A day in the life of a KED school is very interesting. It's always changing, so I like that as a teacher. We have our base groups in the morning, so we get to greet the students, help them make sure they have a schedule that's going to work out for them. We get to explore topics in the news. We get to read, do different work.
Sure. I'm probably going to start writing my iSearch paper for step 9.
Okay, so for step 10, you feel like you understand all of the parts that are involved in it?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me what they are. iSearch?
Book talk.
Book talk.
Wait, no, not book talk, sorry. Artist statement.
Artist statement.
Artifact.
Artifact. That's it? Are you logged in? Let's log into the portal.
The good thing about the Learning Portal is that it's got curriculum on there for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. It's also got foundational steps, which are kind of review content of the areas of ELA, math, and Spanish. And so a student who's a high-achieving student and can quickly go through the 7th grade curriculum can already start the 8th grade curriculum in the middle of their 7th grade year. And that's one way that we can help differentiate the content for all different types of learners.
Ancient Greece was made up of a number of independent city-states.
We have to do assignments, tests, or projects after every step in course. But I also need to present my work to a teacher when I think I'm done.
Can there be a perfect form of democracy?
No.
Why?
Like, there's always going to be a problem with it. Like, if you have an indirect democracy, the person you vote for, they might choose something that you voted them because you thought they'd do what you want. They make a whole different decision, and you won't like the decision, which makes a problem. Direct democracy, the human public, or whatever you call it, they don't all have experience, they won't completely know and stuff like that. So they're just gonna vote for something and, not know what they're doing. Some people will know what they're doing, but some really won't. They'll just vote because they won't have any leader to, help them decide and stuff like that.
We might go into a lab where I will get to spend some time giving an instruction on a targeted topic, and then my students can break up into groups and sort of explore those topics on an inquiry basis.
Well, today you're going to be doing a practical procedure that requires you to act in a safe way. You're going to be neutralizing an acid by adding an alkali and an acid together and using an indicator to indicate when it's actually neutral. Now what have you got to do to get back to neutral? Exactly, exactly. I think you're on course now, aren't you? OK, remember it's going to be just one drop when you get there. You're nearly... Oh! You're there.
Today I'm in technology class. We do wood technology and food technology. Right now we're doing wood technology and we're making kites, as you see. These are just the models. We were making our new ones, which is why we need these rods. And I think technology is a really important skill to have because obviously later on in life, when you're an adult, if you want to have a job that involves technology, then this is a really handy thing to know. And obviously when you have your own house and you want to do DIY, then you'll need to know how to do these things. So yeah, and you need to know how to use all these tools.
We've seen fantastic results in English here, particularly with Year 7 and 8 who are already on the programme, and have seen them flourish and actually push themselves much further than other years because they are aware of the goals and they're aware of what they need to do in order to achieve, and are all of a sudden much keener to take reign and take charge of what they're doing and push themselves that extra bit more.
So what are your goals in English?
My goal in English is to get a high grade in Step 16.
OK, and how are you going to achieve this?
I'm going to be using the point evidence explanation paragraphs.
OK, all right, good. So apart from that, so as you do these point evidence explanation paragraphs, what exactly are you going to be exploring?
I'm going to be like commenting on the style of dialogue that the narrator uses.
OK.
Sentence structure.
So what I need you to do in this piece is make sure that you're using the persuasive language devices that you've had in class, OK? So you need to make sure that in here you've got evidence for each of those different persuasive language devices that we've studied, OK?
Yeah.
Oh.
I would say the best reason that I would tell parents to come to a school that uses the KED program is for the coaching. I think because of the coaching, you get that real personalized attention that's not just from having a homeroom teacher or an attendance teacher or the main teacher you have for every content class. But with the coaching, you have one teacher who's dedicated to having as a priority, making sure that your students meet their goals, are learning, and are helping to think of strategies to help them meet those goals.
I've already set some English goals for my English assessment that's coming up on Thursday.
OK, and what step is that for?
That's for Step 16.
Great. You want to tell me a bit about Step 16?
It's about, we're reading a novel, Stone Cold, and the Step 16 assessment will just be about Stone Cold.
OK, and what's involved in that assessment?
Like P paragraphs that stand for point, evidence and explanation. I'm going to be using them and I'm going to be analysing the language of different narrators.
OK. And can you tell me when that assessment will be, or if you have a due date for it?
The assessment is due on Thursday, but it's basically on your own pace. If you're going to put it, you can hand it in earlier.
OK. How do you do that? Do you organise a time during a workshop to do your assessment?
Yeah, we have workshops on Thursday, so on the day that is meant to be due, so we can work on it on the same day.
I feel like I am able to reach higher and achieve more in my work in this school because with the whole STEPS idea, there's never an end. You can keep going on and the teachers will help you with that. So I think that I am achieving more than I thought possible.
I think it's cool that we're starting a new school in India because maybe I can find some new friends that I can talk with on Skype or something. Have you heard about they're gonna build a school in India too?
Oh, the new school in India, I heard about it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did, but not too much because it hasn't, came out yet.
No, I didn't know what countries they had schools in, but I think it's very cool that they're gonna start one in India. Maybe we can, Skype with them and then we can learn something out of each other. I don't know.
Maybe we can go there for a school trip.
Oh, that would be cool. I've never been.
We should take you guys to America and you guys learn here and take us to Sweden and we'll learn over there.
My parents were born in India and I'm from the UK, so I find it really great that we're opening a new school in India, and so we're going to be more global, and also the Indian people will learn how this new way of learning will help us and them achieve more in life.
We are the global generation of KED schools.